Today I have another golf lesson at GolfTec, but before I get started on that video, I just wanted to put this out there. On my last video with my GolfTec lesson, someone made a comment that they would never go to GolfTec and it ruined their swing. And I think that's a possibility with any coach, regardless of GolfTec or anywhere you go. If you don't have a coach you get along with, they have the potential to ruin your swing. So I think when you are going to get lessons, the biggest thing to do is make sure that you get along with the coach and you like what they're doing with you. In my instance here, I had the choice to go to X Golf with a coach that used to be at GolfTec, which was just down the road. I could go to my local golf course and have their pro give me lessons. I could have done lessons online. Skillist was one I was looking at with Jason Nickel from Chasing Scratch, or I had the choice of GolfTec. For me, what it came down to is that I have been doing lessons at GolfTec for over a year, and then I did take the summer off just because I kind of wanted to see where my game was at on its own. So I've been working with Alex for over a year, and the reason I went with him is because he knows my swing and kind of knows where I'm at, so I didn't have to start over. I kind of knew exactly where I wanted to be. That was also, in my instance, the lowest cost option, which made a factor for me too. I don't like that it's the furthest one away, but when I took everything else into consideration, with the cost being the lowest per lesson and working with Alex for over a year, I was comfortable kind of in that situation, and that's why I chose to go to GolfTec. When you are first going to get a lesson from a coach, don't automatically say this is where I'm going to go. On your first lesson, get a feel for the coach and see, do you like them? Do you get along with them? Do they have the same swing theory as you if you have swing theory? Find all this stuff out with your first lesson with them, your first meetup with them, before you decide this is what I want to do. Because I had a coach a couple of years ago I went to, and I thought he was going to be good because he was from California, which they have golf all over. So I'm just like, oh, he should be good. He's fine. He's from California. And I almost could not get a word in. In my 30-minute lessons, all he did was talk, talk, talk. And then all of a sudden he was just gone. I have no idea where he went or how to get a hold of him. He was just gone. So I could never continue that again. So that's another reason I chose a location where I know is going to be there. So again, take that all into consideration. But without further ado, here is my GolfTec lesson from today, October 3rd. I recently got back from my lesson today, and unfortunately, I got a new phone and I did not have it set up correctly, so I failed to film a good portion of my lesson. So here is what I did film, and then after that, I will go through and show what I got from GolfTec in the app. I think pretty,
Now it's starting to be a.
yeah.
I suppose they have the U.S. or the senior open there, so that makes some sense.
I went there like when they first started there.
All inclusive.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. A lot of fun people went this year. I haven't been since they did that, but. Position A.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So we can have it just slightly inside the T.
Okay. $172. It's kind of what my 7-iron was today, right?
172 flag, yeah.
Ball right there was fine.
Yep, that'll be fine.
Swing.
10 degrees.
Oh, that's toey.
Fortunately, we have that mulligan though. But that's like a prime example of, in that scenario, if we're not trusting the draw. Like right here, if you're on this course, I'd be swinging at this bunker over here.
Okay.
For sure.
better, but still not.
Let me give you one more.
Okay.
Just lost the hinge of touch at impact.
Okay.
Little cast. But this is what was happening when you're.
Yeah, like that one I hit behind it.
But is that out of your range?
It should. I mean, I was hitting it just fine.
Like in your head, though, is it out of your range?
No, it's not. I think some of it's just being so close to the tee is bothering me.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty far forward in your stance, too.
Okay. That was better. Still hold it.
It's our little right. It'd be a fine shot.
I just don't think I.
Little off. Yeah. All right, let's see what that chipper does. That one was not quite 10.
No. 20 yards.
Probably be a touch chipper, right? Jeez, I remember these holes being this long. That's 6,300 yards. That's not long. 6,300. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, now we get to see that 3-wood, I think. 219.
219. That's one where I'll use it here, but depending on the wind, it could be my 5-wood.
But to get to the green, it's only 200.
I'm probably gonna use my 5-wood then, actually.
Right. Just because I think if you landed up there a little short, it'll probably kick up.
Well, right. Fell over on that one.
Oh, yeah, keep counting, baby. The tree, I think.
I would have fine if I wouldn't have fallen over.
Half of you have that. Dead center of the face. Let's just split the tree. Let me think what we got there.
How far am I? 28 yards. Let's try to 54 this time. This was a little short last time.
That's too much. That's it. You'd be happy with that.
Yeah. For now, hopefully it's going to only get better as I
Yeah. Well, how would you like rate yourself in that type of scenario?
improving,
Okay.
but still not where I want to be. 138,
All one opportunity.
6 feet all hill. That's the other, like this distance is fine because it's like a full pitching wedge, but right
The
now,
technique here, I would have had the face open though.
okay. And that's
Using the bounce better.
okay.
It was like that when you hit the ground a little bit.
Yeah,
Probably
and
would have stuck in more.
And it pulled a little left compared to
Well,
where
it
I
actually
wanted
puts
to.
a little bit of drop spin on it, which
Okay.
takes backspin off the ball. They roll out more.
Okay. lot of backspin on it. I don't think it went that bad. What'd you hit there? Pitching wedge.
Got started it way right in the green. Finish on a home run. Yeah, it's the right club, I think.
Yeah.
Especially with water being back there, I don't want to mind.
Yeah.
Tom, do you want to? You got
What?
10 minutes or so if you want to stick around for that. You plan, you can.
I'll say one more and then I'll go.
I fold this thing. Well, are you guys in Mexico?
The 17th to the 21st.
So did you have the face open a little bit on that?
Yes.
Check that button.
Yes, I did. I opened up the base quite a bit on that one, which to me, that's where I think just practicing more.
It doesn't really mean it's going to go higher.
Right.
Your hands are so forward in impact.
Yeah.
Where it's not closing the face.
Because the other thing I noticed, like when I'm at home, is when practicing in my yard, I tend to like putting the ball in front and getting the higher ones, but
Not
depending on
shots like that, right?
yeah, depending on the line of the golf course, that's not always the best option either.
Right.
My backyard is basically hitting out of the rough
Right.
all the time.
Okay, hip turn low, which would be just kind of a normal thing for us, but everything else is green.
Okay.
Everything else is green. Tilt is off a little bit too, but you regain that top. Yeah, I would say it's less about, you said maybe you're taking your eye off the ball, less about that, more about just the path being steep.
Okay.
The path is steep, your angle of attack is quite a bit more down.
Okay.
And your club's in the hitting area for like way less time.
Yeah.
You're coming down so much steeper into it. So you have to either hit it perfect or it's fat.
Okay.
Or it's thin.
And thin is what I normally have, but on Tuesday it was definitely
Just like that, we're up to 25 hit turn. It was 15 in the first one. Oh yeah, that easily would have been 10. Great swing. Now, could have been because the last month or so you had, or the last half of the season, you were getting back to the slice.
yeah.
So you were just afraid of the slice maybe, still?
I think some of
Yeah, but were you hitting more straight draws or pull draws? Because like this was, look at that, 9.4.
yeah, it was more of a pull draw is what I was getting.
Right. And you played Rolling Meadows, which some of those holes have danger around them, so it's probably hard to
Yeah.
push it that far, right?
Yeah.
That was great there. Let's watch this. Under the line, going right. Great swing. like when we first started, Chuck.
Right, then I was hit.
Actually, tilt was fine.
42 was total.
This is where like I want to live in that like 260 to 270 range minimum.
Give that one.
Yeah, if you get too narrow, it's hard to tilt enough.
Okay.
So like that, you were wider. Head stayed back real nice. Club's definitely traveling up through impact. Good swing. Great swing.
I feel like I'm all over the face on this one.
So this is better club path. I think we can extend a little bit better on the follow through to the right.
Okay.
I mean, that was a fine shot though.
Yeah, it's playable. That's the other, like this distance is fine because it's like a full pitching wedge, but right now...
the technique here, I would have had the face open though.
Okay. And that's
using the bounce better.
Okay.
Because like that one you hit the ground a little bit,
yeah,
probably would have stuck in more.
And it pulled a little left compared to
Well,
where
it
I wanted to
actually puts a
go.
little bit of draw spin on it.
Okay.
Which takes backspin off the ball, and they roll out more though.
Okay.
Here is your latest video recommendation from your personal coach.
The first real key to solving any of your hitting problems is just really understanding in the first place what makes the ball do what it does when you hit it. So let's talk through what causes pulls and slices, and if you want to learn how to push and draw like the good players do, a simple way for you to get started. So if you tend to hit shots that start a little to the left and then slice, really what's happening is when you hit, the club face itself is aimed to the left. It's responsible for the starting direction of the shot. Then you're swinging further to the left than the face is aimed, and that's going to create this slice. So I'll demonstrate one of those shots here. Aim the face left and just swing more to the left. And we'll see that ball start somewhere relatively straight, maybe a little bit to the left, and then slice off. So what you want to do, the mark of a good player, would be to push and then draw the shot, meaning we want the club face to be aimed to the right when we hit, and then the path that we swing on needs to be moving further to the right. So to get started with this, here's a simple way that you could practice this learning how to push and then draw. At address, aim the face out to the right. Again, that's the pushing part. And then try to swing on a path that's further to the right than the face is aimed. You'll notice I didn't even make a big swing right there. All I'm doing is just playing around with the aim of the face and the path that I'm swinging on, and you saw that ball push and then draw. So if you can get a shot to look like that as you're learning this, that's really the key point here, is to tell you that you're doing it right, is how the ball curves. So if you can learn to read that, where the ball starts and how it curves, you're off to a really good start. If you can get it to look like that, then just start progressing and make bigger swings. So that last one is maybe a half swing. Here's a 3/4 swing, and then just keep working all the way up into faster and faster swings. As a rule of thumb, I'd always try to get 8 or more out of 10 shots to do what I want at a slower speed before I moved up to a faster speed or even a longer club.
For questions, please refer to your web lesson notes or contact your personal coach. We look forward to seeing you after your next lesson.